All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are. Our grand finals is here. I've never felt so odd casting a grand finals in the sense it's like, we just had the series that we had, what was on the line and everything. It's interesting. It's interesting to say the least how this all ended up. But again, this is the grand finals now of what is cycle 8 at least to determine, well, simply at this point who gets a little bit more of the share of that prize pool there. So again, it's not the most crazy thing ever on the line, but it's still a little bit more money here for these two teams, so definitely something to play for in that sense. But as we heard Haxer in there talking about how he's excited right now. So this series, they're just gonna have fun with it, perhaps not really overthink it, just have fun with it. And I think that's got to be such a cool feeling too for them. So. Obviously, welcome back here. With that said, guys, I'm going to be doing a solo cast for now. So let's just say I thought I had a co-caster lined up, but unfortunately he was not able to make it. So I'm asking around here. Haven't been able to get a response yet, unfortunately. So going to do the solo thing for now, but until I'm able to maybe get somebody here. So I figure by the time I say this, if you have been a co-caster of mine before and you do want to co-cast, hit me up on Skype. There you go. All right. Anyways, with that said, we got our grand finals here, best of 3. Obviously, ECX, they've been waiting patiently by. Now, they just defeated Sync yesterday, putting them in that spot that we just had there in the first place. And they took care of business, to be frank. But the other fun thing about it, too, was that they did it with some fun picks, including the Geomancer the first game, and then a Defiler the second game. So it was a lot of fun to watch. They played it very well. Sync did do a couple of unorthodox things for sure, but ECX, again, playing that very well. Now, here we are in this draft. Already plenty to talk about, including some stuff there on the side of Sync. We got Ophelia Warby's Parasite Lords of Forest Bands, Wild Soul into Lodestone, Andromeda into Demented Shaman, and Behemoth into Rally. So, interesting there to say the least. Demented Shaman and then a Rally coming out. Rally is not a hero we've seen in a long time. Now, Rally did get a couple of buffs, I believe. He got one buff, really, this latest patch. His passive, actually, it now increases attack damage. And, I want to say that's actually what it used to be. I want to say when he first came out as a hero, which obviously at this point is like 3 years ago or something. It's been a long time. But he actually had this on his passive, but I think they realized, maybe it's a little too strong. They took it away, and it just became the minus armor. Now they brought it back. Well, the hero's just not seen ever, so I think I can understand why. But that's going to be exciting to see Rally played here. They do go Corrupted Disciple. I think that's almost like a statement being made by Sync to be like, all right, yes, maybe it didn't work out yesterday. We're going to make it work out here. Final pick, Balfagor. We got Defiler Mooku. What the hell is going on? Well, again, I got to say I'm not too surprised at these picks that we see here. It's just... Yeah, going into these grand finals, I had a feeling that we might have got a little bit of troll, but frankly, I don't care, and I don't think anyone really would. We got an amazing series that we got to watch and cast there, and this is going to be about having fun now. That's what really matters. So I'm excited for this one too. In that sense, we could have some fun with this one. Now, another thing to point out is Cheoli is here once again for Evil Corporation. Of course, he rang yesterday for them in the place of Matthias here. So. He is playing the support. Nier is going to be playing the mid once again. And sure enough, they get him Defiler yet again in a non-push lineup. Again, we saw this yesterday, and it really was something to see Defiler in a non-push-oriented lineup. It kind of reminds you that this hero is more than just simply a straight-up push hero. I mean, he definitely brings more to the table. It's that being this big presence in teamfight in general. With the silence, with that ultimate, it's fantastic for teamfights. We saw heroes, like a Behemoth would jump in against him and all of a sudden would just melt as soon as the ghosts start targeting him. So he really is a strong hero here. And I'm excited to see kind of ECX bringing some Defiler into play, especially outside of that niche that we'd maybe expect to see him in. But how about Sync, too? Something tells me Sync's also going to be in the mindset of, let's just try to make for some fast games. Because, Hax was even saying there he's going to be going to Spain, I guess, or whatever, tomorrow, celebrating. And I'm sure, it is getting later over there. Obviously, the series is starting a little over an hour ago. An hour later, I should say. than what the default time was. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if Sync has this mentality of, we took care of business, we're just going to have fun with this, let's just try to play this quickly, you could say. So perhaps a little bit of that, but I mean, with a final pick Balfagor, Zlap's going to be playing it here. Something tells me that's definitely could be the case. I like how they gave Rally to Mickey. Rally's definitely an entertaining and fun hero for sure. I'm excited to see Mickey play it here. Whether or not he makes the most sense for this, like a team push lineup, I mean, I guess you could say there's definitely some value there that compel. I don't know. It seems like an odd pick. Like, he's not like that hook hero that can maybe bring somebody in and catch somebody off guard as you're pushing to then, you know, for like the Pharaoh that we saw. What was that by Sync? I think that was Sync. Yeah, they ran the push lineup yesterday actually. Now that I'm really thinking about it, and sure enough, they had a Pharaoh in that, and you know, we were talking about that idea, how you could be good for the early presence of getting a pick in a going into a push or a fight, and then kind of continuing to push from there. But I guess Rally can be somewhat similar to that concept, and it also gives them a fallback for, you know, if they aren't able to overwhelm early on. Corrupted is going to be played as the true carry of this game. That's where it is different. Yesterday, Zibe played it twice, and again, it's more like offlane roles somewhat, and it did not work. It did not. I think that's just I would still be curious to see what Zlap thought about that, but yeah, it did not work. So here we go. Going to be running it here as Haxer on the carry, and they're all 5 going bottom. Are they going to attempt Kongor? Now that's my question. I'm looking at their items here. Doesn't look like it's necessarily a Kongor attempt kind of makeup here as far as the items go, especially. So yeah, not going to be a Kongor attempt. They are going to rush towards bottom though as a team and see if they can make a play down here. So we'll see if that comes to it as far as Evil Corporation. Wild Soul going to be sent down here in the hands of Tankafet. Going to be going with that lane, so he's probably not going to be jumped here. He's obviously scouting with the Boo-Boo, and sure enough, is going to see them coming. I mean, we saw this last game, the last series, in fact. So far, I think it was Love there for complexity. You know, they scouted it out and everything, but then it still got caught, actually. So, again, you really just got to pay attention all the way through that you don't get caught and don't get killed there. Let's go figure. The delay caught up, it looks like. Let me see. 1 second here. Let me see about grabbing a co-caster here now. Okay. Just got someone. Never mind. Alright, let me give him a call here. If it works. Of course it doesn't. Skype goes ahead and breaks. Oh, Skype. Oh, top lane, by the way. Here we go. Behemoth actually going to be in some trouble right here. Regurgitate coming out. Corrupted Disciple taking some damage in the background as Moon Queen's up here as well. So aggressive lane coming out from ECX, but Behemoth, is he actually going to live it here? Oh, man. That Regurgitate coming back up. Yeah, it should be enough. I just love the idea that too many cookies. Oh, that's so good. Okay, anyways, point is they do get the Bloodlust kill onto Zane, so fast start here for Sync Esports, obviously, coming out. So, okay, let me restart my my Skype here. Didn't want to miss that action, of course. Yeah, let me give him a call here. Okay. There we go. Hey.
Hello.
Hey. How's it going? Sorry, my Skype broke there.
All right.
Doing all right? Yeah. I knew you were feeling too well, but...
Yeah, I'm feeling a tiny bit sick, but I mean, who isn't at this point in time?
Well, were you were around watching that first game, I take, or the first series, I should say?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who can miss that series? Honestly, it was epic. It was, my God.
That was something, yeah. That was a lot of fun there. Well, I'm glad that you could join me here for this grand final matchup now. I did give you access, so you should have it.
I'm checking right now. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Maybe I get to keep it this time.
That
That would be fun.
But yeah, no, it's glad to have you here. Obviously, when you jump in, you'll get to see what's going on here with the lineups and everything. But I've been having fun talking about it's oh, middle lane slapped, by the way, kills near. He had a haste run on Balfagor, and sure enough, sets up with Rally. Yeah, I said Balfagor and Rally for Sync Esports. Yeah, this is something. Yeah. With their lineup.
I mean, watching Twitch chat is like, being 6 minutes delayed, and then I'm like, wait, there's a Balfagor?
Yeah.
I mean, I just closed down the chat, so I really don't know what's going on. I heard there was a Defiler. Someone was monitoring the game or something.
Yep. Near's playing Defiler again.
Okay.
For ECX.
Last time that was successful, but this time he's already died once.
Yeah, that.
But yeah.
Got him.
But I like that Rally got some buffs again. I really think the hero then, benefits from being able to level battle experience and then, having his ulti deal just that much more damage. It's a really nice thing to also then have the auto attack damage and get those auto attacks in. Next step would be to make Compel go through Shrunken so you can compel people who are shrunken. I mean, why not?
That's probably pretty frustrating as a Rally when you try to maybe compel a teammate. And it's they got a Shrunken on or the Magic Immune for whatever reason, so yeah, not able to do so.
But it also prevents yourself from going Shrunken, because then when you initiate, you can't Shrunken before you initiate. You have to stun.
That's true.
First thing.
That is true. Yeah, I was talking a little bit about Rally when they picked it up. You mentioned those buffs. That's actually Corrupted Disciple. He's in trouble top lane. Unbreakable's applied. It's not going to be enough, though. Too much damage overall. Yeah, how about this aggressive tri-lane from ECX with the Moon Queen on top of that? That's something. He's going to be fine. Balfagor trying to trap him.
I don't think Moon Queen is the worst at tri-lanes, to be completely honest, just because the Moonbeam has such a short cooldown, and it's quite a spammable ability.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, he also gives the aura of damage to Andromeda, of course. So that's also like a nice added bonus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. They got the double aura effect going on eventually, at least, as the game picks up here. So, yeah, I mean, so far, Moon Queen, I assume, has been doing pretty good up here. Yeah, 300 gold per minute, 1-0-0 now. 18 and 13 Creep Farm. So this choice, Imba Boy on the Moon Queen top lane. Defiler middle. Oh, he's alive, though.
Or is he?
Oh, he's going to juke. Wow.
But this should be a kill. Oh, no, near missed.
He has another one coming up,
he should have in 2 seconds.
Oh!
With the compel! Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Big plays, Mickey.
But just missing that first wave of death was just,
Yep.
But Mickey played that so well. You saw that he compelled to kill the creep to get his level 6. That's why he was baiting for so long. That's why he was tanking that creep wave.
Okay. Next level right there from Mickey.
Yeah.
That was fun to watch. But yeah, I mean, you kind of see, though, that new passive. You mentioned that. Like I said, I believe that's a revert, honestly. I think when the hero first came out, that's what it was.
But then people argued that the hero was too strong.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, I never got the feeling that Rally was that overpicked or anything. I think it was just... it's still high risk to compel yourself into anything because you're not like a Magnus. You don't have that invis or the disjoint with the invis to, get yourself out. And, I mean, honestly, your ulti is like, it can target like one guy, maybe 2 guys if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. But, yeah, other than that, it's pretty single target. So I really don't think the hero was that much of an issue when it first came out.
Oh. Yeah, he's one of those kind of just forgotten to an extent because of that nerf, and then just eventually kind of died. But now seeing this buff here, and he's an entertaining hero for sure. So I would be happy to see him played, definitely, and expect to possibly see a little bit of him now. But again, this game specifically, I'm not taking everything at face value because of what's on the line and just what happened with Sync. Now, by the way, middle lane Rally. Oh no.
No, okay. He's not going for it this time. Spirits Warp for Defiler, and he was actually being healed.
Yeah.
During the compel.
That could have been bad for him, so plays it safe. But yeah, I mean, and kind of with the way they drafted, you can tell Sync's kind of just having fun with this. They're not overthinking it.
And they're winning.
And they happen to be winning early, yeah.
Good. I mean, Balfagor is a fantastic hero, in my opinion. because he just pushes so fast, and his Hell on New Earth, everybody just underestimates it. But Hell on New Earth with, for example, a Lodestone ulti can wreak havoc.
Yeah. Oh, bottom lane, Lodestone.
Rally porting.
Gonna catch him right here. That Shadow Storm big against him. Here comes Rally, and that should be a kill eventually, maybe. Oh my god, Lodestone needs to be careful. Okay, yeah, he goes down, so a little bit longer than maybe expected, but they do pick it up. Mickey continues the trash talk.
Just like at the end of previous series.
Yeah. Yeah, he was excited.
He was vocal.
He was vocal about being excited, yeah. Yeah. Well, it's fun. You know, we did talk. Obviously, we had Haxrin on after that, and you know, he was mentioning that it's like a friendly rivalry. Like they respect each other, and they consider them, you know, friends to an extent. But at the same time, they wanted to beat them. I mean, there was maybe some friendly trash talk going on beforehand and everything. So, yeah, they're competitive players, and that kind of showed there at the end, especially. So.
Yeah, but I mean, especially the fact that it's so important. It's so important to not have to, you know, play through ECX as like the main thing, in my opinion, and BMG as well. You know, to not have to play through that in the playoffs to get to Thailand, it's such a big deal.
It was, and the players knew that, and obviously we had a great series as a result of that, but in the end only one team was able to win, and that being Sync, so.
Yeah, and well-deserved, honestly. They brought it back. They really brought it back.
That was, again, not only, it's like I said, after that first game, again, asking Hacks about that, he's just like, don't even remind me, like that was awful. Losing that first game, especially how they did, being up by so much, and you know, that guy had to face them going into the second game, but they grinded it back, and they made it work. And that's why they're here, too, in the Grand Finals.
Yep.
Cycle 8, so. Bottom lane,
but is there any, for the Deadeye Bounty League, is there anything about, like, seeding in that? Because, you know, with Complexity being then the #1 seed in that, are they going to get any benefits from that?
No, I don't believe so, because it is a group stage off the bat, the round robin format, so I think that's, like, separate completely, so that doesn't affect that at all.
It's kind of unfortunate because, you know, they did put a lot of work into doing all that, you know, getting all those points together. I mean, they honestly deserve to get something for all their hard work. It's just my opinion. But.
Yeah. Well, so, that Doc is Rally. He is going to compel, though. He's good, and will they maybe catch Balfagor? He turns around, actually. Hell on New Earth. Says, come at me, bro. Regurgitate, not enough, though. And now he has to fall back again. Corrupted Disciple being here, but so is Wild Soul. And that is scary. Defy, their ultimate is up. Balfagor eating through the trees. The swipe's going to miss. They do get the tower kill. But no hero kills out of it. Good escape there for Sync. Just clean up
and Mika is still looking around for some kills, but here comes the bear.
Oh, well, that's a Storm Cloud coming out. Yeah, a lot of minus armor going to start kicking in, actually. Not enough, though, initially. Rally's going to maybe fall. No, the Untouchable provided just in
Corrupt
case.
Disciple.
He's going to die, though. That's unfortunate for him. So they do finally get a kill out of it. They tried to turn on a Wild Soul. That didn't work out too well.
If you find me like muting my microphone often, it's because I'm coughing. But you know, that has to happen as well. Andromeda is gonna fall.
No,
maybe.
Man. The timing perfect.
Oh my god!
To out of range. Chilly.
Are you kidding me?
It's on the run.
Striders, kick in.
Go, Striders,
go.
Activate. No, they're not going to. He's probably going to die here in the end. Yeah. The chase is real. Middle lane, just an illusion left behind. So at least they pick off the support after all of that chase there.
Yeah, definitely worth it for ECX though. Getting that mid tower is just so important for all the, you know, all the map control as well as getting that pick off on Corrupt Disciple, was it? Yeah, the main carry for Sync.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though he did get tri-laned, he has decent GPM regardless.
Yeah, you know, I was bringing that up earlier too. Again, obviously you were joining me yesterday where we saw them running that Suicide Corrupted, the offlane, Zibbe playing it, and didn't work here, but they are going to run it as they carry, and Haxrin, and it seems like it's going okay at least. 260 gold per minute here for him, but he fits pretty well in this lineup idea too, the one that wants to group up and push early on. Corrupted pretty good for that.
Demented Shaman as well. I mean, Zlapta's made a point of it when he was co-casting with you that, Demented Shaman is a perfectly viable support, even in a team that isn't pushing. Simply because, he has the Storm Cloud, which is the armor, which can be a huge deal, especially when you have a physical damage carry, for the most part, in Haxrin. Oh, they're actually going to get out.
Yeah,
That block
Fissure
was successful.
just short right there. That's unfortunate because, that was a free 2 kills if he hit that. And they committed a lot, too. That's every hero, in fact, being up here, so. Missed
Unfortunate that Zane wasn't able to get the block off because that was for sure 2 free kills.
Back to Pharma we go. Yeah, Demented Shaman, it's interesting. Yeah, he pointed that out. He pointed out the idea of the Unbreakable, and how it's just he's just a great saving support hero. So like if where you get items like Storm Spirits and stuff to save these carries that maybe get jumped, Demented's good at that just with the skill set, you could argue. So that's the mentality that he had there. I mean, my response to that was kind of like, to be fair, there's others. As Rally is dead. All right.
He pushed up. Well, he just walked up beyond the river, and Defiler with that silence, even level 1, it's a 3-second silence. Okay, McKay. he doesn't care.
He's in that troll mode now. He's just
he's
whatever. Did what he wanted to accomplish, and now he's like, all right, don't even care.
Yeah.
Try hard. And now he's called him try hard. Oh boy.
Oh boy, we've gotten to this state of the game where, well, I mean, it's not actually that far. I mean, if Zlapt would start trolling, that's when it's gotten to the point where it's like the point of no return.
That's a good point, yeah.
Mike is known to be a bit more vocal anyways.
Yeah, he's a younger guy. Just the pure entertainer there. Not to me.
Rally going in now, though.
Yeah, he's trying to kill Defiler. Demonic Path.
But
Hero blocking. Look at the hero blocking. Pretty good. The Hell on New Earth actually does connect its result. And they're going to get this kill.
The spawn of the demonic, the corpse conversion right in front of his face.
Yeah.
That has to be the grimmest thing. And I was about to say, Nier is actually quite fast with power and death. 10% movement speed. You can't forget about that. But it was not enough.
Oh, meanwhile, Lodestone getting picked off over here. The Moon Finale used to help secure that kill. So nice return, you could say, from ECX. Taking out Zibby at least, but yeah, losing Defiler in the middle lane. You got the portal key now in Rally, and no, he's just farming here.
Yeah, I mean, his next step is obviously to get the Staff of the Master, because that's just what makes the hero fun.
It's pretty good too. It's not just a fun item.
It's decent, You might be able to one shot whoever you want to at certain points in the game.
I think it's pretty good. That radius increase especially pretty solid, and then the more damage always nice too. That it brings to the table. So looking forward to picking that up. I'm sure he is. Belphegor has kind of just been doing his thing. He's lapped 4-0-0 here. He's 400 gold per minute. He's got the auras. He's doing well again.
Yeah, he just needs to go Mach right now, because then we know that Sync is completely griefing.
That would be something.
That would definitely be something. But no, we can probably expect something like a Soul's Bulwark coming out from him, because with Rally going for the Staff of the Master, it can be expected that he wants to go for a Shrunken afterwards, being against Andromeda, Moon Queen, Defiler, and Behemoth. So, it's going to take a while for him to build that as a Rally. And it just fits so perfectly with Belphegor, because really he's just all about the team. With his skill set and his team fight, ultimate, silence, slow, corpses to push with.
Yeah, speaking of that, again, Belphegor usually with that routine, group up and push here. There hasn't been a lot of that just yet. We're only 16 minutes in, but still, they've only killed 2 tower kills, with a very aggressive push lineup, you'd almost think that's pretty bad. But I mean, I guess it's not like all-out push at the same time. It's just the Belphegor Demented synergy that's really the push idea.
I think their team is more team fight oriented, and then when they have the chance to push with those 2 heroes, they're going to make full use of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, Valfagor is also a fantastic team fight, just like the Mented Shaman, and that's really where their strength comes in, like Lodestone, Rally. Although I would argue that Rally is a bit stronger for ganking. His ultimate is, of course, really strong in team fights as well, especially when he gets that Staff the Master.
Whoa. Portal key on
Portal key.
Balfagor. Okay.
Get a better ulti off?
I guess. I mean, that's positioning purpose of that. And, oh, middle lane. That's a dead behemoth. That's the Rally ulti used. He has a haste rune. Can he actually escape here? I think he might.
Yeah, he should be fine. Moon Queen, though.
Moon finale? No, Moon finale, do it! No, he's not wanting to.
Nope.
This is done. Well played by Rally. Yeah, would have been risky for Moon Queen, so chose not to.
I mean, there was a chance that he was going to miss it or that Mickey was going to juke through the trees, so perhaps not worth it. But Moon Queen's farm isn't really that impressive this game, to be completely honest. 400 GPM and he's 1-0-3. I mean, looking at the creep stats, he has 114 creep kills, but Waltzel at the same time 123 right now.
Yeah. I think a lot of that had to do with he was the tri-lane top and focused on that, so now it's kind of transitioning into more of I'm going to sit back and farm kind of deal.
And I think they really stand a good chance to do that, because Moon Queen does have the Moon Finale, which, you know, got buffed a short while back, so it's going to be casting those moonbeams, and people are going to get 1200 damage. Mm-hmm. But then again, at the same time, that's where Zlap's hero comes into play as well, with the corpse conversion.
Oh,
I can see that tanking a lot of the beams.
That's true, yeah. The minion hero in general, pretty good against good old Moon Queen there. For that reason alone. Staff of the Master, I thinking it's going to be finished here on Corrupted unless he wants to get that Shrunken first. As, that was not really the best coordination right there, and actually he's going to live because of it. And in fact, Balfagor now trying to set up a turn. Hell on everyone's going to be used. Moon Queen's caught here. Lowstone trying to hit the stun. Not the best angle, though. They do finish off Behemoth. They're still going to get Moon Queen. Oh, that's bad for ECX, man. They not only mess up the kill potential, but then they get turned on, including their Moon Queen dying. Top it all off. I don't know what Nier's plan is. Oh, again, I guess this goes do a lot of damage.
Yep.
Not enough, though.
Here we're going to come in with the Compel, maybe? Rally, waiting.
Nope. Okay.
Okay, so Nier is just a bit too strong, it seems.
Apparently. I thought for sure he would have was in a bad spot, but yeah, never mind. Ghosts do a lot there. But yeah, the Andro swap when the fissure was coming out, they completely messed it up, and that obviously kind of snowballed there.
Yeah, but also the fact that Moon Queen wasn't really in position. Like, all the beams, they were kind of late for the ultimate, and I mean, it's a Corrupted Disciple who now is a staff, but before he had the Ogre Axe and the Blessed Orb, so, not Blessed Orb, what's it called? Power thing.
Oh,
I'm
Glowstone.
gonna check. Glowstone, yeah. So he had the Glowstone, so he's relatively tanky.
They catch Wild Soul right here.
Wild Soul?
God, did that ulti hit from Rally? I feel like it almost missed. It didn't seem like it did a lot.
Or it's just Wild Soul because he has ridiculous amounts of rock.
Yeah. But he's ignoring 45% though. Almost 60, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, Defiler down here? Not Defiler, well, yeah, she is here too. Balfagor's caught. Saw from Andromeda to get Commissar range. Well played. No, the Unbreakable. I didn't realize he had that. And he's still dead though.
Yep.
The cookies.
And here we go. Rally is walking into a lot of... Oh, he has an Invis rune. Yeah. And here comes Zibby. They are going to get the kill on Andro, I think. Yeah, there we go.
Almost a little scary.
Head smash used for good measure.
But now Mickey's in trouble. Shockwave going to come out, and yep, they will secure the kill onto him. So back and forth there. Eventually gets the Rally killed. You know, back to farm we go. So this game's already had much more action than we did have in that first series. Also
in the series yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
But Lodestone did waste his ulti there, trying to help out Mickey, but I don't know. I think that Sync is pretty comfortable just, you know, mobilizing at a certain point, taking those last few outer towers and then taking Kongor, because They have the staff on Hexer, all they need now is, I guess, Firebrand Shrunken, and then they can take any fights they want.
Yeah, Moon Queen pretty confident with just that alone.
Hexer, Corrupt Disciple.
Oh, corrupted you mean?
The Firebrand Shrunken, yeah.
Gotcha.
Because, like, Sync has all they need for team fights right now. They have the PK on Rally, Lodestone, and Balfagor, as well as Armor Auras, well, Armor Aura, plus Demented Shaman Ultimate. So, you know, they have a lot to really just man up on Legion team. Because you have to realize that Nier's ultimate, the Unholy Explosion, is physical damage.
Yep.
So, yeah. Demented Shaman does come into play there.
Tank up against him, so definitely at least the Shrunken for Corrupted, and then feel pretty good perhaps, but Defiler, they catch her down here. She has the ultimate up, and it is going to be enough to eventually get them away.
But here, Rally.
But Rally off to the side. Unfortunately, the Moon Finale running into him. The Unbreakable's up. It doesn't matter, though. The ultimate can't get off. He goes down. Demented Shaman also picked. And now Corrupted being swatched back in. He's definitely going to die right here as well. Balfagor coming in, but not going to get there in time. Lodestone Shatterstorm. I don't think that's going to matter, though. Yeah, he will kill Andromeda, but Balfagor also picked off. So a 4-for-1 in favor of Evil Corporation, excuse me. And now they're gonna go for the Kongor kill. So huge fight for them, and that's not a fight you can give up if you're Sync.
Balfagor's ultimate also got kind of messed up because I think it was Aurora that canceled his portal key, and he wasn't aware of it, and so he popped his ultimate without PKing into the fight.
That's always that's the worst feeling ever when you use a big ultimate like that. Key. And you like look at where you wanted to go, and you're like, wait, where am I? Oh crap!
Especially when it's a behemoth. I think that's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or Lodestone. One of the two.
I've never done it, but I've seen people do it.
Oh yeah, because we all know, Breaky, you are secretly #1.
Yes.
You do have a 100% win in competitive, right?
I do, yeah. That's what we'll do today. Retired on top. That's what any smart person would do. Wild Soul, he's good. He's just, well, he was trying to steal some Ancients, but saw them coming over, so didn't want to hang around too long. Gets out of there instead. So, yeah, not a fight you can lose over your Sync. Obviously, this is a very upfront lineup, one that wants to snowball early and keep that momentum. So now that they're starting to fall behind a little bit, I'll say it's a losing effort, but it's going to be much more difficult now. As what are they going to try to do here? But they got a token of life. Now they're going up against with the Moon Queen here. She's going to have a Geometer's Bane soon, too.
And it's not only the Moon Queen that they're against, they're also against this 460 gold per minute Wild Soul.
That's right.
So they have a lot to fight into right now. And I think Defiler Behemoth is a pretty good combo for defending towers, to be completely honest. You know, Wave of Death, Fissure, they're considered pretty good abilities to counter push.
Yeah. It's definitely not going to be easy for Sync to siege, for sure. Yeah, Shrunken Head here on Corrupted will be useful. But again, it's definitely not enough to really feel like they are going to be able to push by any means. So definitely finding themselves in a tough spot. They're somewhat spread out here. Balfagor, this is where Balfagor, again, get on the portal key especially, it's like, if he had solo kill potential, I think it would be definitely really good. But that's where it feels a little off. It's just the fact that, yes, he can jump in as a team initiator is always good. But all this damage, it's like, it's over time somewhat. You know, the regurgitate, the dot that he does, all the minions that he has dealing damage. So it's not like upfront burst necessarily.
Yeah, the only thing I can see is him just positioning himself well for the Hell on New Earth.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that does do quite an insane amount of
that's where the
damage.
Burst is,
yeah.
Yeah, they changed it a while back, too, to where now you get, like, it no longer has, like, the charge system, or...
It does. It's just...
does. But what does
it's
it do?
just, it always spawns a volatile minion or something.
Yeah.
Or it always slows, or just... They buffed it in the way that it was effective even if you didn't have over a certain number of charges.
That's right, yeah.
Bottom lane,
Yeah,
Moon Queen, never mind.
Toadstone missed his stun, I think, or maybe he hit it, but yeah, just not enough catch thereafter. And they lose a tower, actually. Ouch.
Yeah.
4 heroes here.
I really gotta wonder though, like with these buffs to corrupt the disciple, is he really that viable and competitive? I mean, sure if you got the mid game, but at the moment it seems like there's so many heroes that can stop pushes from happening. Like, you know, you have the Self-Forest, you have the Behemoth, you even now this game have the Defiler. So how can you really force team fights early on when you can't even push? So it really feels like the meta just isn't right for Corrupt Disciple. If it was a lot of mid-game team fights, then Corrupt Disciple would be perfect. But you see this now, they're only 2k gold ahead with that tower that they just got, and I mean, they have the late-game team, and it's only 27 minutes in.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not looking good for Sync. as close as the stats are, as they're getting at, it's just they're just better for ECX as far as the overall circumstances. So. I mean, Haxrin is continuing to farm positive. Now 1,300 more gold saved up, but Corrupted obviously not a carry that screams I'm going to be a big threat later on necessarily. And stuff at Legion said that's going to out-carry him. You'd figure Defiler, the staff, and the Master, we saw that in that push right there. Was able to use that to easily help destroy the tower that they were pushing into.
Yep.
And there's the Geometer's Bane now on Moon Queen, so another tier item. Coming on their side.
And I mean, once he starts attacking Rax now, it's gonna drop so fast. I just remember all those days when Moon Queen was just pushing base and the entire base would die. Not only the Rax itself, also the shrines behind it, and then the last tower as well.
See ya, Serenia.
Yeah. Was Moon Finale used? Yeah, it was.
It's like honestly Demented Shaman, yeah, Demented Shaman's one of those scary supports where it's definitely not a free kill, right away.
Yeah, but also the fact that they now get a free tower because of this, because you never expect the support to have a buyback, but yet they need Demented Shaman to really properly defend anything.
Yeah, so they easily lose the secondary tower. Sync not gonna go further. Rally kind of messing with them a little bit. But they're also
you just see Tankafet just going to the top lane.
Got that Soul's Bulwark here. Pushing the last outer tower now, so where they go from here, I'm not sure, but I guess maybe wait for another Kongor.
From here, they just wait for Kongor. Like, there's no reason for them to rush anything. I mean, they can easily farm up a Wingbow Genjuro now on Moon Queen. I love that combination of items when you have a Geos, by the way, just because of all the stats that you get from it. So, Wingbow and what did I say? Genjuro and Symbol in the end. And then he's just going to be really difficult to deal with. I mean, he doesn't have the most health, but that's what he has Andro for.
That, and he will have a lot of armor. He has a couple of defensive tools. He's got a lifesteal. Yeah, it's not... Don't necessarily always just need that big life pool here to survive. So, yeah, no, if he gets those items, probably would be over at that point for sure. So, definitely, if you're Sync, want to prevent that from happening at the very least. Mickey going to fall back here in the middle lane as we'll pick up a Haste Rune, actually.
And he does have the staff right now, so I mean that can do a lot of damage to Imba Boy. Once he gets to level 16, it's 1100 damage in AoE.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of staff this game. This is the third staff here. Corrupted and Defiler also getting it. But, ooh, Demented Shaman used a Storm Cloud defensively as if they were going to make a fight happen, but they do not in the end.
I mean, it does have a 30-second cooldown or so.
That's true. Only 40 seconds,
Yeah, 40 seconds, so it's like there really is no waste in using that ultimate.
True. Not too bad, so just in case, but yeah, they choose not to go, so not the biggest deal. Bottom lane just going to kill some illusions. As Corrupted does have his Firebrand here. Gonna continue with that farm. Again, he has that Conduit, which will ideally be good. He probably gets like the Wild Soul or the Moon Queen, whichever he can get on. Right here, but...
I don't know, I think you just have to ignore the Wild Soul. and then deal with the Moon Queen first, because Moon Queen definitely does more damage in AoE.
Okay. So with that conduit, you probably like to focus
Yeah,
on
for sure.
rocket drill there. All right, middle push, secondary tower. Sync gonna be going for it. Oh, up here,
Corrupt Disciple is just going.
Jumping in over here. He's trying to hold you, distracting him. There's the jump though onto Defiler. They burst him down really quickly. So nice kill right there. But now Wild Soul, he's feeling pretty good. Moon Queen on a Corrupt Disciple. The drains on Moon Queen. You see the lack of damage as a result. And Moon Queen is gonna fall actually. So Sync somewhat winning this fight right here. In fact, now Balfagor though, he's in trouble with Wild Soul. Wild Soul's still good to go. That's the problem. Down goes Balfagor.
Here comes the drain, though.
There's a swap on a Corrupted Disciple. That conduit is applied. Yeah, he has drained quite a bit right here as Andromeda gets picked off. So Wild Soul not doing much damage. It's like
they're calling the buyback from Moon Queen right now, saying go back, go back, go back.
Okay, yeah.
Because they don't want to fight into the Moon Queen.
Oh, missing that stun right there for Lowstone. Moon Queen, as you mentioned, bot back is here. Rally jumping back in the
That
center.
ulti, though.
It hit Wild Soul actually. Wild Soul is going to die. Lodestone will survive Behemoth. He wants to kill him, but he can't. The Void Talisman popped.
But Corrupt Disciple getting the Moon
Queen as
well.
Moon Queen dies as
What?
well. A genocide for Sync? What? What was that? Wow, that teamwork though.
They effectively just backed off, and I don't know. That felt really strange, to say the least. And that was with a buyback from Imboy, and really lucky DD from Haxtern, but still, I think they had that game on under control, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean that fight.
That
sorry.
fight, yeah. That was so odd to see the final results of it, especially. But Sync definitely played that so well as far as the teamwork goes. And again, bursting the Defiler right off the bat, they took him out of the fight immediately. So that no doubt helped their cause here. But still, I don't think Behemoth was able to get off a shockwave. That's another big deal.
Yeah, he just got picked off.
So, all the big team fight heroes that they picked off, and we're able to roll from there.
The success in that team fight was really just the fact that they were able to kite Tankafet, because you had Corrupt Disciple kind of dealing with the Moon Queen with the Shrunken and the Corrupt Conduit, and then, you know, Tankafet was trying to chase down a Demented Shaman as well as a Balfagor as well as a Lodestone, as well as Rally. So he was dealing with 4 heroes, but he wasn't able to catch any of them, even with that Frostwolf Skull.
Yeah, and that conduit too was definitely noticeable from Corrupted Disciple. So absolutely a big strength that he brings. Able to get off conduits like that throughout these team fights. Actually, Sync could scale pretty well if that's the case, but
yeah,
that is an if there.
But it's going to be so much like single target damage coming out from Haxtern. And I guess they do have the AoE with Balfagor, Lodestone, Rally, but like in that previous team fight, they're going to have to line it up really, really well.
All right, going to be good to go here. Again, the Grand Finals matchup. Sync defeating Complexity earlier today, in case you missed it, thus getting their #1 seed overall. Going to be going to Thailand with the automatic invite here now, so now they're just playing for the prize pool, which obviously is a pretty big deal still, but making a point that they're having fun with it, and, well, they're still winning despite that idea, possibly. Maybe that even helps here. So the tower, or not the tower, the
Lodestone
picked off over here.
jumping in.
Lodestone jumps in, a big jump on a Wild Soul, actually. The Shadowstorm hits, but a haste turn spawn. And Wild Soul will pick that up and start running. In the background, Rally is getting low. Defiler should be able to pick him off as he does. Meanwhile, Demented Shaman also going to go down. So this time the jump not nearly as strong for Sync. They lose a couple and probably going to be a Congo kill now. Yeah, that's going to happen so quick. God, those ghosts and Wild Soul, Moon Queen. Gee, it's like a 10-second Congo kill here.
Yeah.
See ya. And there's a token of Moon Queen. So, I mean, that was a big fight previously by Sync, but now just like that, it's all of a sudden back to ECX looking really strong here.
I mean, they've got Wild Soul doesn't even need to worry because they needed so much to bring him down last time that Moon Queen and Wild Soul can just stand uphill and start hitting the racks without any issues. I mean, you see this right now.
I love this too. Immaboy, obviously the Glaive's doing their thing now too, but he actually hold that
Lodestone
thought.
going
The
in.
Lodestone, but he
Missing
missed
ulti,
the
though.
Shatterstorm. Just missed on it. There's the counter shockwave, and Lodestone just melts away. Off to the side, Corrupt the Disciple, trying to bring some damage. Big Hell on Neworth and Rally ulti coming out, but Balfagor falling shortly after. As Moon Queen staying alive, but Wild Soul, of course, getting picked off pretty big there. Moon Queen, though, going back in, Corrupting a little too confident, perhaps, and yep, he is going to fall. Oh my god, maybe not, actually. Moon Queen goes down. Corrupted Disciple does finally fall at the end, but Moon Queen going to resurrect now with that token. They picked up to 5, though, so 1 versus 3. She's not getting out of this. It's going to be a dead Moon Queen. Another genocide for Sync Esports here, some way, somehow. Coming out of it, and well, several buybacks, but still pretty impressive by them again. The Rally ultimate was huge.
Yeah, and with the Hell on Neworth on top of it, but it's like when I don't know what's happening. That seems to be fair, because honestly, the team fights are just all over the place. Like you have Rally going in, and you have Lodestone going in, and you have Slapped going in. It like Zebe actually going in there was so good for them because it felt like the Legion team used a lot to bring him down. So it was like, oh, he failed at his initiation, but it gave the freedom to Rally to be able to use his Seismic Slam.
Yeah.
As well as Hell on Neworth from Slapped.
Yeah, I didn't honestly notice the Seismic Slam, but it makes sense that went off too, because yeah, I saw the Hell on Neworth go off as anyone would. I mean, it's such a huge animation. And I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of damage. But yeah, that must have been the Seismic Slam that did most of that damage. As it is obviously
killing the
lot.
Wild Soul.
Yeah, he just melted, especially if you catch him in Boo Boo. That's potentially pretty damn big, so that's what they're going for. Behemoth jumps in, but they're going to counter onto him, and now he pops a White Talisman, but it's probably not going to matter, although the Storm Spirit keeping him alive barely. He does die shortly after. Balfagor dropping a half life as Wild Soul charges in there. Corrupted Disciple, though, Conduit. No, not a. Yes, it is applied. It's draining some good damage right here, but Corrupted Disciple also taking some good damage in return. That Moon Finale is enough to take out Demented Shaman. But Corrupted and the rest are able to run. I mean, Corrupted's so fast right here, especially with that static discharge as well. And he's good. He's running near haste speed here.
He is running
he is haste. What the hell? Jesus.
He just picked up a post haste.
Oh, that would be why. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, but I really hope that he goes for the Frostwolf Geos, especially versus the Moon Queen. Just build more creeps up, you know, make sure that the Moon Finale does not hit him. And then he's able to man up in that fight, because Wild Soul, no damage, means him at like 450 damage. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, no, that's...
yeah.
Oh, bottom. Lodestone
Yeah,
trying to catch
I'm
Moon
trying
Queen.
to check.
No, they got the Moon Queen, and I don't know if she's going to live through this. Probably not. That Shatterstorm doing a lot of damage, that exposure there, and Corrupted helps to clean up. Moon Queen's dead now, pushing into the base once again. She does have buyback. Would be her final one, though. Corrupted in the front.
I think they should be able to defend like without the buyback, because they do have Behemoth Defiler, as I was saying before, as well as the Aurora on top of it. So, and there's no token on the Hellborn team, so if they try to do something and Behemoth manages to trap him inside, that would be a pretty big deal.
Nope, swap right there on the Corrupted